What's up, guys? We're doing a little update on the CRX. I have been working on it. As you can see in the background, been finishing up the Wiretuck on it. I kind of stopped for a while just because I had a lot of other projects, work on the truck, generator, events, things like that. So I started working on it again because I wanted to go take it to car meet. But you know, I had no one to ride with, and it was kind of a drive, and I was like, I don't want to just drive by myself, and if it breaks down, I'm by myself, and I'm out of luck. So I opt not to take it to the meet, but I have been working on it and getting all the wiring done. I already got the fender on this side, but I'll show you guys what I did on the wiring. I started doing the wiring, the wire tuck around the car, and then what happens is, I don't know if y'all remember watching on the first video, this car had a lot of just, you know, rigged up wiring in the car, in the cockpit. And since I had the dash out, because on the last video I said I'd take the dash out to put the wires through the fender well, which I'll show you on the other side, put it through, wire it up here, and then get the wires out over here. Since I had to take the dash out, and since the dash was already out, I decided to go through the harness of the dash, which is the harness on the dash is a 91. This is an 89. So it's they're you know, they put the 91 dash in here to convert it, and a lot of stuff didn't work. The gas gauge didn't work. I don't know if you remember that. I got the gas gauge to work, but it was just hardwired to it. That didn't work. A lot of the lights didn't work inside on the cluster. You know, check engine lights wasn't hooked up. A lot of stuff was not hooked up. So I went through, looked at the harness. The harness on the one had these two plugs on the dash. These are the 91 plugs right here. So I needed to convert these, depin them all, and put them on the 89 style plugs, so I can plug it into the fuse box that's under the, let's see if I can show you guys. There's a fuse box underneath here that your dash harness connects to, and I needed to convert it to the fuse box that's in the car, which is like an 89. So I needed to depin all these and put in the old plugs. Well, I was gonna have to look for new plugs, you know, because I obviously don't have them. And I started looking around, like maybe there's somewhere here. Started looking in the box here. Started looking in boxes that I had that when I bought the car, they gave me a box of stuff. And I actually found they were smart enough, whoever did it, to cut the harness off the old dash before they got rid of it. So I got the old harness, this is the 89, took the plugs off of it. This is the cluster plug right here. But I took the plugs off of it. That plugs into the harness. Let's see, they're right here, I think. These right here, they plug into the fuse box underneath the dash. Took those off one by one and put the wires, repinned them to the 89, the 91 harness, repinned it to the 89 style plugs in the for the dash to get the things to get all the lights to work and everything. So I did all that, got all that situated, and basically now, let's see, I can start it up for y'all. The keys. Now, the check engine light works, fuel, oil sensor works, battery works, all that's working. Also, I had to change out this hazard because it had the 89 hazard up here on top. This cover goes over right here, and it has a little slot that you toggle. The 90s, 91s, they removed that. They don't have it here at all, and they have it on the side right here. So I had to rewire to this plug. So now my hazards are working. I still got to get power to it because it does light up, but I got that working. I got the defroster working. That lights up. I did not get this working yet. This is the gauge. I've been working with that. Basically, the difference between this is the 89 has a relay built into this. The 91, there's a plug in here underneath the dash that has a plug that goes into a relay. So I need to get that relay, which I've already ordered, so it should be coming in. So I got that wired up. Lights work, blinkers. Those weren't working before. It shows up when you got your hazards on. I don't remember if this clock was working. It might have been working, might have not been working. But I got the clock to work, radio works, which was already working. So we got pretty much everything working. I got the dash back in. We could turn it on. There it goes. E-brake light works. I also think the doors work. Let's see, there you go, the door chimes. When you open the doors, they chime off. So I got a lot of stuff working on it, on the dash, and everything like that, you know. I did have some extra wires, but I think what it goes to is, my car does not have it because it's an HF, is the sunroof plug, which that won't be plugged up. Since mine's an HF, I have no sunroof, don't have to worry about any roof leaks. So that's what I've been doing. It's kind of, you know, just painful. Here's all the wires and pins that I took out, and I had to repin it to the new one. So been working on that, getting that done. Got all that situated. Sorry guys, there's a lot of stuff I've been doing to the CRX. If you're not on the Instagram, check that. I usually post up on there. Got all the wires cleaned up. There is this wire that I've already, even the tack on this car was, you know, rigged up. On the tack, they couldn't get a signal to the tack to work, so what they did was they wired up a wire from the distributor to get the RPMs to register on the cluster. So I removed that. I'm gonna have to cut this off right here because now I got it all pinned out correctly. The tack does work now. Oh, the fuel gauge. I don't know if you saw it. You could probably look at it. I didn't say it, but the fuel gauge is working now without that jump harness. So I reconnected the way it was supposed to be. Put the right pins. Fuel gauge works now. Fuel gauge, tack's working, all that good stuff, which is great. Got the battery back in. What else have we got done? This is how I have it set up on the other side. Like I said, going through the fender, coming around here, resistors, got those, got it zip tied up to the rail here, this little frame rail. Comes out, I extended all the wires I needed for, you know, the fan, fogs, horns, not fogs, signals, and then the corners. So everything was working now, left, right, everything's good, all the wiring is good on it. We're good to go, right? Everything's good. So the next thing, let me see if I can show you over here. This thing was rigged, probably by the paint or the body shop that put it together. The bumper was it was a B to get off because they made a makeshift bracket to connect the bumper to the fender, and this is the makeshift bracket they made. Just a piece of flat stock bar, aluminum or whatever, and it was hard. The bolts were hard to get it in there, everything like that. So since I'm doing this, I want to do it right. I started looking up what I was missing and why it was not connecting, and I saw a post on the CRX group, Facebook group, and someone was asking about these, the bumper guides, and I was like, that looks like what I need. You know, what I'm missing from this to connect the bumper to the fender the correct way. So I'm looking through the comments and see if anyone does have one, and I think Matt W said, yeah, I have those. The guy that posted up said he was gonna buy them off eBay for $100 for a pair. He's like, I got that way cheaper. So I messaged him too. I was like, hey man, do you have some? He's like, yeah, I got some for everybody, if whoever needs them. So I hit him up. Bought this. I was missing this, which is this is the right hand side one. This is the bumper, the plastic bumper. Missing this bracket, which connects behind the fender and goes back over here. So I was missing those two pieces. I was missing this piece right here. You know, you only know you're missing these if you had them and you knew that you had them. If I don't, since I didn't have any of this, I didn't know. I know I was missing something here, obviously, but there's other pieces that I didn't know that I was missing. So this piece I was missing, which Matt told me about, and what he does, I guess, is he 3D prints these for you. And I guess these go, let me get the right one for this one, right here, like so. And that's another guide for the bumper, just like that. I don't know if you can see it. No, it's a dark, there you go. So that's another guide, goes into there. And then you put a screw in here and expands this little alligator style clip or whatever you want to call it, and it goes in and it secures. That's what I'm assuming. That's what I text Matt, and he said, yep, you're correct. Another thing I was missing were these little clips, which are the ones that I've already tried to beat these in, that's why it's like chipping out. These were beat out, I guess, to get a screw in here to screw into the you know, rigged it up all. This person rigged it up. I don't know who did this, but maybe the body shop, whatever. But these actually go into the square, and then these have these little rails right here that slide. If I can show you here, here's one right here. That slide into the light, so the light slides in, then the screw holds it right here. That holds in this light. If you don't have that, you can see on this side, right here, there's a hole because someone put just a Phillips to it, and just like, hey, I'm just screwing right to it. Kind of messed it up a little bit here, but it's gonna work, you know, with the better clips. So got those two. Getting things to get this thing done right, you know, and look, this was the bolt that held the bumper. This tiny little bolt and this tiny little nut, and man, it was hard to hold this nut and get it. It was just a pain to get in there. This way, I'll be able to screw in the way it's supposed to be, which is here. This is where it goes in at. Right here on the sides, there's 2 holes that will secure it right. So getting everything done right, trying to get it, you know, all the parts I'm missing. These are old cars. It's kind of hard to find these parts, and that's why I'm guessing Matt is 3D printing some of the plastics, because things get old and they just get fragile and they just crack. So that's kind of an update on the CRX. But yeah, I'll give you guys some more updates on the CRX and what I'm doing to it. I'm gonna start putting on. I'll probably film a little bit. I'm gonna start putting on these fenders, the bumper, get it all ready to go, drive around. I'll shoot some more videos, whatever, put in here, me fixing it. Maybe I'll put it in the beginning of the video, putting it together and finishing it up and getting it, you know, driving again on the road, because I do miss driving this car, and it's been in here a little too long, and it's probably, I think, 4 months, 5 months, something like that, since I worked on it. And like I said, just been doing other videos, doing other things, doing stuff with the truck, which I still got stuff for the truck to do. So that's gonna be it, guys. Thanks for supporting. You know, we've hit a couple milestones since the last time of the CRX. Thank you, appreciate all the support. You know, keep liking, commenting, and you know, we'll build up this channel. All right, guys, we'll see y'all later.